see this dumbass they're using. He's down up the hill right now. Let's see if him or any other landscape worker that's doing work right now tries to say they saw my shit down up in here and calls the cops. September 16th, 2014. Go to Google and type in landscape workers and gang stalking. These filthy rats that are hosting this expedition towards any target, they will use anybody and everybody they can. Just Google landscape workers, gang stalking, construction workers, gang stalking, handymen, gang stalking, neighbors, gang stalking, property owners, gang stalking. And guess who employs the landscape workers? The property owner. Now, if you go to Google and research all of these descriptions and then cross-reference it to gang stalking, you'll see that their employment descriptions are used. I.e., they're in the area doing landscape work, pretending that they're just doing their work, okay? Then they're used to say, oh, as a result of me doing my work today, I saw her tent. I saw her. I saw something laying outside of her camping area. Okay? And then that's used, that employment description is used to be a buffer between the target and the cops. And then if the target talks about it, okay, either write to the cop, lawyer, DA, prosecutor, judge, or puts this video online, they'll say, do you see how crazy Leslie is? Yeah, baby, we better take syndicated probate control because Leslie's crazy. She's homeless because she's crazy. She thinks everybody's gang stalking her. Just Google my descriptions, baby cakes, and you'll see. I'm going to tell you something right now. At least 90% of gang stalking is being expedited through employment descriptions. Doctors, judges, lawyers, police officers, fire department, nursing staff, administrative staff. The list goes on and on and on. In fact, recently an individual, I don't know if he's an actual gang stalking target or if it's a he, or if he's just an individual getting online and pretending to be a gang stalking target, which is a method of gang stalking. But anyways, an individual from Escondido has been posting comments on my YouTube videos in this last week and a half, and one of them, and another person as well. And you know what they're saying? They're literally leaving comments, literally stating the same exact thing. Also, Mike Fitzhugh-Bell's got a book called The Invisible Crime. If you order that through Amazon, it's only about $11. And organized stalking is mentioned on every page in the entire book. He talks about being sprayed in the face by a landscape worker. That's right. Now, the syndicated cops and the syndicated ones in the system who use the system to perpetrate these crimes, to nullify and vilify the target concerning them, and then use the system to exploit the target, they will engage in the gang stalking behavior of Miss Williams is crazy, or we believe she might be crazy, delusional, bipolar, paranoid schizophrenic, delusional with paranoid ideations, and then they'll use their doctors. Okay, they'll even get a judge to subpoena the health records of a target, including mental health. Okay, and this is done in order to portray the target as being crazy. That way, they can then petition the target in a county mental health, area neighborhood hospital, psychiatric floor. The syndicated doctors then illegally and criminally, with complete malice of forethought and criminal intent, will not only diagnose them intentionally with a falsified diagnosis, and this is also done to bilk the insurance, okay, but they will also intentionally say that you got to get on this medication as a result of you having this mental illness that we're labeling you as having. Now, the psychotropic medications are brought on board in these expeditions against the target, because whenever you're on psychotropic medications, antidepressants, any kind, the doctors know the side effect and the neurological mechanisms of these medicines. Now, the doctors are syndicated. Go to Google and type in corrupt mental health and gang stalking, doctors and gang stalking. So, when you see the amount of Google-generated responses you get and the websites that come up and the testimony of other targets, and then correlate that understanding in reference to you being able to witness that doctors and psychiatrists, psychologists are involved in gang stalking, along with nursing staff, billing controllers of hospitals and psychiatric and county mental health. what you'll be able to then understand is that these doctors, as a result of them having PhDs and bachelors pertaining to their profession, they are aware of what these psychotropic medications do to people in reference to compromising their cognitive abilities to be able to think clearly. A lot of the medications are also literally have the side effects that cause the target individual to feel anxious. Some medications can even make the target paranoid. Some medications can literally prevent the target individual from not being able to sit still. Now, do you have any idea what that does to the mind and body when it's trying to relax? While they're being continually still gang stalked, okay, once they're let loose. And then, check this out, go to Google right now, just go to Google and type in psychiatric floors and gang stalking, jails and gang stalking, county mental health and gang stalking, and you literally see that the target individual is literally still being gang stalked as they're in the hospital on the psychiatric floor. They'll either bring syndicated members in who are pretending to be other clients, or what they'll do is literally have other clients in there that are already in there for their own reasons, and then the doctors and staff will coerce them in taking a role in this shit, whether they know mentally or not that what they're doing is gang stalking. And this is done in order to make the target think that these individuals got so much power that they can even be gang stalked on a psychiatric floor. And this is done to bait the target to open up about what's happening to them, so the doctor can even enhance the falsified mental diagnosis. Literally. Just Google what I'm saying and you'll see that every single description I'm stating literally is the absolute truth, because it's all over the internet. Because they're doing this to practically every single target. Alright, we're victims of racketeering, insurance fraud, human trafficking, sexual servitude rings, prostitution rings, land co-opting, property co-opting, mortgage co-opting, identity theft, insurance fraud of all kinds, including even these perpetrators will even go as far as bank employees, and if hospital anybody can take out life insurance on anybody. All you got to do is try and dupe the target to sign blank papers, like at a hospital or at a bank. Not blank, but they're literally papers that are presented to the target as being something else. They'll then say, well, we'll try and do this for you, Leslie, concerning their bank account. Or they'll hand the target a health form, tell them to fill it out, and the health forms are literally designed to where the target has to sign their signature at the top of the form before they even fill out any information that's on the remaining form. Once they hand that form to the person, as a result of the person seeing that this signature is required right at the top, they'll wait a few minutes until it's signed, and then they'll come in and say, okay, the doctor's ready to see you right now. All you got to do is just give me the form, and since it's just got general information on it, we'll fill it out for you, or we'll hand it back to you before you leave. And then what they'll do is distract the patient up in the busyness of other things, unnecessary dialogue, to mentally distract them, to make them forget that they're leaving without this form being filled out. Now, the syndicated doctors will work in conjunction with the other party that got them to fill out a form, that got them to sign a form that was not filled out, and that form being directly connected to insurance policies. They will then set the target up to be murdered and then cash in on their death. And this is where the gang stalking corners come into play at. Now, you might think to yourself, this is bullshit. I'm going to tell you something right now. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and other targeted individuals have made YouTube videos to this effect in reference to these perpetrators taking out life insurance policies on gang stalking targets. Hang on. I had a wet burp. So, if I end up missing, if my YouTube videos stop being uploaded, if there's no updated Twitter tweets that I make on a daily basis being put on the internet, if there's no updated blogs being put on the internet, in other words, if you don't see any current thing, if you don't see any current postings on the internet from me, whether it be blogs, YouTube videos, tweets from Twitter, they got me. Okay? So, as a result, I'm going to tell you right now to your face who's engaged in the gang stalking towards me, but not in its entirety. Point Loma Library staff, North University San Diego Branch Library staff, UCSD, campus safety, library security, and their biomedical library staff, their Geisel library staff, students, and homeless people that came on campus. The same thing at SDSU and USD. Okay, libraries, every place I go to on any university campus, I'm gang stalked. I'm literally harassed using clever gang stalking methods towards me. Just go to Google and YouTube and type in sensitization methods and direct conversation methods of gang stalking. Ross Grocery Store at Friars Mission Center Road, okay, and the Ross Grocery Store off of La Jolla Village Square. I've been gang stalked at every single business at Friars Mission Center and every single business that is in the plaza off of La Jolla Village Square Road, where the Ralphs and CVS, Staples, Supercuts, Island Restaurant, every single business I have walked into there, I've been gang stalked to. AMC, huge players in this off of La Jolla Village Plaza. So, and my bank is Wells Fargo, and the only doctor and the only forms that I have ever filled out at any doctor's at any hospital is I've never been to any doctor's office in San Diego or anywhere else in California, is UCSD Hillcrest. Now, gang stalk being repetitively and constantly said around me at UCSD campus, caught on hundreds of audio files, and video files, has also been caught being said around me at UCSD Hillcrest Medical Center and in my bank, Wells Fargo, which is inside of the Ralphs. Okay, so all you got to do is put this shit together. Okay, if I'm not involved in any mental health care or regular MD care, I had no records outside of going to the dentist a couple times of filling out any types of forms except for my bank and UCSD Hillcrest. So if I end up missing, just go to Google and YouTube and type in life insurance policies and gang stalking. Okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. I got over 800 audio files of individuals getting around me everywhere I go, every single day, saying gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, in the same exact identical way everywhere I go. Now, they're trying to reposition me right now to cause me to have to move to other hiking areas, and these other hiking areas are isolated from neighbors. Okay, like neighbors across the street from here, neighbors up off the hill back here, and I've already been assaulted literally right at this spot on July 9, 2014. That assault was predicted 2 days before it occurred at the same exact spot in a video file, and then as the assault was taking place right at the same spot, that was caught on video. The video prediction that was made on July 6th was uploaded on the date it was made, and the video file has now been put online concerning the assault. Just go to YouTube and type in 070914 learning disabled woman brutally assaulted again. Okay, now and then the prediction video is 0706 2014 learning disabled woman predicts assault. So I got the prediction video file still on the memory card, which has a time and stamp date and time stamp on it, and I still got the memory card that shows the video file of me being assaulted. That video file has a time and stamp date on it. So it literally proves I predicted an assault 2 days before it occurred. They're after my evidence. They come down here, give me a trespassing notice. Hang on. Trespass notice. UCSD campus police came to this area on August 27, 2014, 3 miles off campus to give me a citation to move. Okay, now they know that I've set up property at other areas because gang stalking, oh my god, was being caught being set on the 41 bus route every single time I went to one of the two areas. Okay, taking bus route 41, going to the area to drop the property off at, then left the area once I dropped the property off, went back to the 41 bus stop to catch it, to continue to go about what I was doing on each one of those specific days that I dropped property off at. And when I got back to the bus stop, waiting for the bus so I could leave that entire location, I'd state in my recording tape recorder, let's see, once this bus comes, if anybody that's on it or gets on it says gang stalking, oh my god. And as soon as the bus would come, I would board the bus, sit down, and it would be caught on audio file being said around me by people who were already on the bus, which meant that they tracked me from here using my cell phone GPS tracking to the 41 bus stop to take it to go to the area to drop property off at. They then, as a result of vectoring my location through GPS, cell phone tracking is all over the internet in reference to it being connected to gang stalking. Okay, I gotta go. So they basically knew that I left this area to go to the bus stop, tracked my location concerning when I got off the bus, tracked me to the place where I dropped the property off at, then tracked me back to the bus stop, and then that's how they knew I was at the bus stop in order to place the people on the bus, to be on the bus before I got on it. That's why I predict what I do. Gotta get. Alright, because I'm trying to keep my videos at 15 minutes or less. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.